Turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section. She call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, and back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
All right, guys, welcome to Shay's Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time, the place to get the real facts. No face mess, no fake mess here, you guys. Sorry about the blooper. Anyway, again, welcome you guys, and thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to Jermaine over here in the chat, everybody in the bushes, everyone who watches this in the replay. Let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area and part of it is scrolling across that screen. Guys, if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notifications. If you want to do more support for this channel, you can do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation at $Shay's Tube, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99. Thank you guys so much. All right, y'all know I said that backwards tonight, man. These late nights, man, they're hard to do. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and put some music on in the background, you guys, real quick. Let me do this real quick. I forgot to put my banner up too, my other one. Okay, so let's see here. Give me a minute, y'all. We got to put this stuff up. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about tonight, you guys, we're going to talk about the top 15 animals, okay, that look like they are harmless, but in reality, they are not. And I wanted today just to be a fun video to do, okay? Instead of something real serious like normally. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to give you some first, and then I'm going to show you a video on some of the animals that look innocent enough to go over there and touch or play with, but they are not as innocent or harmless as you think they are. Okay, so y'all, get y'all a nice little bed to lay in. If it's daytime when you're watching me, get you something to eat, something to drink. If you're at work, watch me, but do it on the down low or either listen to me on the down low. And now we're going to get ready to get started with this live. And I got the wrong phone, you guys. I got the wrong phone. Told you at nighttime I'd be tripping, honey, halfway sleep. But anyway, let me put this banner up real quick and take that one down. So we put that up there, and we need to remove this other one as well. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we're going to start, like I said, with the 15 creatures that appear to be harmless, but they are not as harmless as you think. Okay, so let's go. So the first one, you guys, and I know y'all think this animal right here won't do anything to you, but it is cute. It's cute. I'm not gonna lie. You know, you got a person, at least one person that I know that be on YouTube claiming that they are a whisperer for animals, for raccoons. Okay. Anyway, like I said, raccoons look like mischievous trash pandas until they act up. Now, usually, you know, a raccoon does not attack you or anything, but if you corner a raccoon or is sick, it can turn very, very aggressive quickly. All right. Now they say hunters run into them around feeders, barns, creek crossings, and nighttime setups. And the danger is simple. Teeth at close range, usually aimed at hands and face, because that's what is closest when you try to handle or make one get away. I know the other night, it was like a whole family of raccoons in my backyard. And of course they ran from me, or, you know, but, you know, I was wishing that I probably should have done that, you know, say, get out my backyard, because they was gone. But they are so cute. But I'm going to tell you straight up, if you corner one, they're going to fight, period. Now, they said the harmless illusion breaks when one latches on. Raccoons have strong jaws for their size, and they don't always let go quickly. Even if the bite isn't catastrophic itself, the bigger problem is an infection and disease risk. Plus, how quickly a fight with a small animal can turn into a messy scrabble. Okay. The next one, y'all, I hate these little things right here, possums, because to me a possum is a rodent, but it just looks like a weird type, you know, rat. Okay. Anyway, they said possums get treated like goofy little road critters, and most of the time they are not trying to fight you. But if you corner one under a porch, in a trap, or inside a shed, it can bite, and it can bite very hard. Now usually people get hurt by possums when they try to grab one or move one, or they let a dog play with one, like they are harmless. Now the danger isn't just the bite, it's the lack of control. Possums thrash, hiss, and clamp down in an unpredictable manner, and the injury usually ends up on the hands and fingers. And like any wildlife bite, you are instantly dealing with infection risk And the what do I do now? Headache when you are far from a clinic. Then the next one is an armadillo. Now, I have never seen an armadillo in person ever. Okay. Anyway, they said these little creatures look like they are wearing a helmet and moving in slow motion. So people always think they are no big deal. Now, the problem is they startle and then they jump and they can turn into into a face first fall or a rear injury just from you reacting wrong. So they said the bigger issue is handling them. People try to pick them up, move them, or mess with them. And that's where scratches and bites can happen. They are not a predator, but they are still a wild animal with sharp claws and, of course, unpredictable response when stressed out. I don't like them either because they look like rats to me. I don't like them. They always be looking tripped out. And the next one is a beaver. And I'm going to say this again. I have never seen one in person, okay? So anyway, people think this is a cute little rodent, okay? They usually be fat and look cute, but they do have big teeth and a defensive streak when they are cornered. They can bite with serious force, and they show up in exactly the kind of spots where hunters and other people end up, okay? Now, they say if you stumble on one or you try to push it away, it can come at you fast. The other issue is that they are heavy and awkward, and people usually underestimate how quickly a harmless beaver situation turns into a waterline scramble. A bite isn't just painful, it's deep, and deep bites near water can become infected, okay, very fast. The next one, you guys, is the porcupine, like porcupine head. Now, these things move slow and look like an easy, just shoo away animal. Then, or you can stick your dog on it, or you can try to move it off yourself. And then it says, when you try to do these things, these porcupines let off their little quills. Okay, they let them off in places they shouldn't be. So they look pretty, okay, and they look harmless. But if they release those quills, they can become very dangerous very quickly. Okay. Now they said the harmless part is because they move slow. And usually people get close to them, dogs get too confident. Quills in the mouth, throat, chest, or eyes can turn into a nightmare. Like when they release those, I guess they just release them. It can get all over. You can get in your mouth, throat, chest, or eyes. They say even after you pull quills out, you can still deal with infections and complications if you don't handle it right. So they claim that hunters treat porcupines like a don't mess with animal. Okay. Now the next one is a cute animal, but I don't understand why anybody would think this is a harmless creature, and it's the skunk. Okay, they are very cute, but I really don't want to touch one. Okay, for real. So they said, let's see here. They said that skunks don't look like a real threat because they are not trying to bite you. Okay, until a skunk bites you. Most skunks will rather spray and leave, but if you corner a skunk or one is sick, it will attack you. And they said the bigger concern with skunks is disease. Now, another danger is what happens after the encounter. A skunk spray can ruin your clothing, a dog, a camp for days. And if a skunk is behaving strangely, you are immediately thinking about rabies and exposure protocols. Now, like I said, skunks look very cute until they force you into a very unfun set of decisions. The next one is the groundhog. Now I saw one of these. Okay, I don't know if that was a groundhog or not, but I thought that's what it was. Anyway, it looks harmless, but I don't really touch wild animals. Okay, no type of animals outside really, not even cats. Anyway, groundhogs look like chunky, slow yard animals, but if you corner this thing, it will bite you. It will bite you hard enough to do real damage. So let's see. They said the other issue is how quick they are in a short burst of time. They can lunge and bite before you even process the movement. A groundhog bite to the hand is the kind of thing that will swell, hurt, and make you regret touching it for a week. They are harmless if you leave them alone. They are not harmless if you don't. So I'm glad I didn't touch that one that I saw because I did not know they would do all of these things. Oh my gosh. A rabbit? A rat? Yes, groundhogs. A rabbit? Y'all, I always be looking at rabbits all the time and talking to them. I didn't know they was harmless. No, I didn't know they weren't harmless. Anyway, they said rabbits look like the definition of harmless, but they can still bite and scratch if you handle them wrong. The bigger until it isn't part, though, is how rabbits tie into other problems like fleas, ticks, and disease. Okay, and that depends on the region and the season. They said a rabbit can look perfectly normal and still carry issues you rather not bring home. Man. So let's see. They said hunters often handle rabbits in the field. They clean them and toss them in game bags. If you got cuts on your hands or you're not paying attention, harmless rabbit can turn into a skin irritation or infection. And that can happen very fast. Oh, wow. Then the next one is a turtle. I do not like turtles. I don't like those things at all. Now, they said turtles look slow and safe, and most are. But snapping turtles are different. And even smaller turtles can bite you if you pick them up wrong. So let's see here. So the snapping turtle bite isn't just painful. It can be a real injury, especially to your fingers. They said when a turtle decides to defend itself, the speed of the head strike surprises people, and the result is usually a hand injury that makes everything harder for the rest of the day. Then you got owls, and it used to always be an owl that come when I used to live in that apartment. Owl, I got a picture of the owl too. It used to always come and sit on my patio. So they said owls look like they are very harmless, right? But when they are defending a nest or see your small dog as prey, a big owl can hit your head without you even knowing and leave you bleeding before you even know what happened. Wow. I know that day when I saw that owl trying to get that rabbit, I actually stopped it. And I told him to get off the fence. And he just stood there and I just had to say it kind of fierce. And then he got up and, flew or what, he didn't fly away like that, but he got up and flew a little bit. And then I had to take my jacket and like I was going to hit him with it to make him move because I didn't want him to get those rabbits. No. Anyway, the harmless part is that you don't think of birds as a threat. They can be. Okay. They said they aren't, but the part that is the talons. I think I said that right. Or talons. I don't know how you say that. Talons. Now they said the eyes are a real concern when something strikes on a bug. Okay, so I guess that's what they go for first. They go down for their head and eyes and stuff like that with their little claws. Or talons, whatever you say that. Now the next one, you guys, is goose. Okay, now these little things right here, I would never think that these would be, not harmless, okay? But I know they are because like when I used to go to the duck pond, them damn things used to chase us, okay? So let's see here. So if one is guarding a nest or a mate, oh my God, they would chase, bite, and wing slap hard enough to bruise, to knock you off your balance, or make you trip into something worse. I didn't know their wings can hit that daggone hard. I did not know that. So that's why they be doing that when they be hitting animals and stuff. Now they said the danger isn't that a goose will unalive you, it's that it can cause you to fall at a bad moment. Okay, and then that's what it turn into a very dangerous situation. You know, people get scared. They get scared, right, and they start running. And if you're running from that goose, and it's a water nearby or something like that, you can fall in there and drown. Okay. Now I knew this right here, this animal right here, wasn't at all that harmless. Okay, deers. Okay, I seen them. Anyway, they said a deer at close range can hurt you badly if it panics. Okay, especially if it's a buck with antlers or a doe that thinks it's trapped. Hunters get hit when they walk up on a deer that isn't fully down, or they try to drag one in a way that puts them in the wrong position. Now, another danger about a deer is that it can explode out of cover and take you out at knee level or run you over when you're not expecting it. Man, that's tripped out, huh? But I kind of figured that a deer wasn't all that safe, okay? Then we got that daggone bobcat, and I think that's a bobcat on my thumbnail, I think. Now, I'm gonna take it straight up. I already know these things don't play, okay? Because we got bobcats here, and some of them are big as mountain lions. As a matter of fact, when we saw one, when my daughters saw one some years ago, that's what they thought it was and called the police and told them, but it was a bobcat. It was just big like a mountain lion. Anyway, they said bobcats look like small cats, and they often try to avoid people. But a cornered bobcat, or one in a trap, or a tangle with a dog in a fight, they are not as harmless. They said they are fast, they claw hard, and face injuries happen because cats bleed with claws and teeth. Dang. Now, they said the harmless illusion comes from their size, but the reality is that their claws and teeth don't need a lot of weight behind them to do damage. If you're dealing with one in close cover, you're in scratch and bite range immediately. Okay, so that's why people who know about animals, wild animals, they treat small cats with respect because close range is where they can do the most damage. Then you got this badger. So I never see one of these ever in my life. But anyway, they look like small, grumpy ground animals. And that's exactly what they are, grumpy and willing to fight. They said a badger will bite hard and it tends to go for whatever is in front of it. So it's hands and face, or if a dog is involved, a dog. Okay? And they said they are very committed when they start fighting. They don't stop. And they don't bluff much. They clamp down, they thrash, and they don't make it easy to end the encounter. Okay? So if you see a badger, stay away from it. A stingray. So the thing is, they said they blend in, they sit tight, and then you step near one and get hit. The pain is immediate and intense, and the puncture can be serious, especially if it's deep or you can't get it clean quickly. So they said the harmless illusion is that the water looks calm and empty. The reality is that some of the nastiest small animal injuries happen in water, shallow water, where you can't see your footing. A stingray does not need to be aggressive to hurt you. It just needs you to step in the wrong spot. So that's 15 animals, guys, that look harmless, but they are not harmless like you think they are. So let me show you this video of 5 of them so you can see some, you know, so you can see what they look like. Okay, let me mute this real quick. And we're not going to be on here long at all, so we can go to bed. Okay, let's go and do this.
These are the top 5 animals that look harmless but can actually kill you. Watch till the end, because the last one will literally blow your mind. Comment which one shocked you the most. But first you will have insanely luck if you like and follow before this video end. Number 5. Cone snail. This tiny pretty sea snail can paralyze you in seconds. Its venom is so powerful there's no antidote. Number 4. The poison dart frog. Small, colorful, cute. But one frog has enough poison to kill 10 grown adults. Touching it could be your last mistake. Number 3. Hippopotamus. Looks chunky and chill, right? Wrong. Hippos kill more people in Africa than lions and sharks combined. They run faster than humans. Number 2. The blue-ringed octopus. This beautiful octopus carries venom that can stop your breathing in minutes. No pain, no warning, no cure. Number 1. The box jellyfish. Almost invisible in water, but its venom can kill a human in under 5 minutes. You won't even see it coming. These are the top 5.
And that's tripped out, y'all. Now, I just saw an article with the blue octopus on the live somebody. I just saw an article like that. I was going to tell you guys about it. Yeah, that thing right there does not play. Yeah, that's what on the live, Steve Irwin. Yeah, he got stung by a stingray right in his chest. He sure did. He sure did. That's sad. And the thing about it, he, swam with them before in the water. Can't trust those wild animals like that, though. I'm telling you, it's just not, you just can't. They're unpredictable. So let's look at these right here real quick, okay? Videos right here probably going to get copyright, and I'm just going to take them out, but, you guys can see them real quick. So I'm going to take the sound off and just look at the pictures, okay? Is this one? Hold on, is that the coyote? Hold on, let me look at this. Hold on, let's see this. What is this? We know what that is. Let's see. These are coyotes, or what is that? I wish this person would have talked versus put music on. Let's see. I don't know what all these animals are, and they're cute though. This one right here is cute with the big old ears. Oh, that's interesting. We know anything that looks like a bear is pretty much not harmless. Okay, let's see. And all these look dangerous, man. Okay, so. Let's see. Let's see these right here. Look at this one right here. Hold on.
That can actually kill you, and the last one is so deadly it might even kill you instantly.
I know you're not talking about these little monkeys and stuff.
Which one you think is the most deadly? But first, you will have incredible luck if you like and subscribe to my channel until this video ends.
Polar bears eat humans? You mean hunt humans? Really? Polar bears. We got to look that up right there.
First is Slow Loris. This creature looks harmless, right? But don't be fooled.
What?
Its bite is toxic. It secretes venom from its elbows, then licks it before striking. Next is Platypus. This silly-looking duck seems innocent, but it hides venomous spurs on its legs, strong enough to paralyze predators or even humans. Next is Anteater. This cute-looking animal is a silent killer. Its deadly claws can tear through human flesh, and it's even known as the Jaguar Killer. Next is Dolphin. This ocean sweetheart may seem gentle, but it's actually a ruthless bully. Dolphins have been caught torturing and killing just for fun. Next is Leopard Seal. This creature may look like a cuddly cartoon character, but don't be fooled. It's a powerful predator known to attack and even kill humans. These are
Wow, man. So you said a polar bear. What's it? Let's see this. Wait, dang, I put that in the wrong. Let me just do it like this. Because they look so cute. You said they eat humans. I'm going to see. Oh, they do hunt humans. And they do when they short on food. Damn. Really? Look at that. This look like it's AI. Let me see.
Polar bears are known to actively hunt humans, especially when they're short of food.
The mother is just being very cautious, walking slowly and sniffing the wind. Now she'll be able to finally get an absolute whiff of me because now she's directly downwind from me. Yeah, she's looking. So my only hope, of course, is that this means she will remain extremely cautious and stay away from me. Right now, this mother is all about me. Oh. Okay, the water just made me stand up, and that's giving her a little bit of a start. There she goes. That's a little safer.
Polar bears are known to actively.
So I didn't even know that. I mean, goodness. I did not even know that. I thought you had to mess with it. Damn. You can't be looking at no polar bear chat. Oh my gosh. That is a trip. I did not know that. Look at that damn big ass bear. And you can't show no attack on here. He would unalive all of them humans. Look at that. That is Let me see what they say about here.
These are the terrifying reasons you could never survive a polar bear. First off, it's far bigger than you. One swipe can knock you flat, and in a world of ice, there's nowhere to run. But it gets worse. Polar bears don't hunt loudly. They blend into the snow, move in silence, and their sense of smell can detect prey from miles away, even through ice and snow. You won't know you're being hunted until it's already too close. And even if you try to escape, you can't. They're fast on land, deadly in water, and built to outlast you in the cold. But hiding won't save you either. Once a polar bear decides your food, it doesn't bluff. It knocks you down, pins you in place, and bites through bone. And the most disturbing part, they don't always kill first. They start eating while you're still alive. And unlike most predators, polar bears see humans as prey. There's no warning, growl, or dramatic chase. If it spots you, it approaches care, conserving energy. The cold weakens, distance limits rescue. And in the Arctic, humans are not dominant. You are simply vulnerable in an environment built for something else. These are the
So why would you be out there? Why? Just why? All this time I did not know this about polar bears. Thanks, Jermaine, for putting that out there because I did not know this. Like I said, that will probably have to be taken off the video because I'm pretty sure it's going to be copyright, but that is interesting. I did not know that those things hunt humans. Damn. Polar bears? I knew they were fierce, but I did not know they hunt humans. But we'll never see one unless we go in that region, right? I don't even know if I ever see one at the zoo. Okay, so that's the top 15 creatures that appear to be harmless but can be dangerous, along with the ones that I just showed you on video. Now, one more part, and that'll be it for the night. How long have we been on here? 35 minutes goes by quick. What time is it? Okay, we got to hurry up. Now, y'all be talking all this smack about if you out hiking, right, or in the woods, or wherever, you're going to grab your weapon if an animal comes. We got 15 animals that don't give us a crap about you grabbing any weapons, and they will still get your ass, okay? So let me tell you which one they are. First, let me change this so y'all can know what I'm talking about. Y'all think y'all can take out them little weapons. Some animals do not care Just like them dogs that day. They don't care, that was trying to get us. They don't care about you pulling out anything. They're going to still attack. They're not like people. People will run. But an animal, especially a mountain lion, bear, they're not going to run. Not even dogs a lot of times. That's why, when I used to go hiking, and I used to tell people, you almost need to put what in your hand, right? Because if you don't, you're not going to have enough time to get it or use it. Okay? Let me put this up here. So this is the 15. I think it's 15. Okay, so let's see here. Number 1, a grizzly bear. They said a grizzly bear, if it encounters you, it can go from calm to violent really quickly. Excuse me. They said if you are in tight cover and you bump one at a close range, you may not get a clear look, much less a clean draw. They say even a bluff charge is enough to put most people into full body panic. And that's the point. Your hands don't do fine motor work well when a bear is inside spitting distance. They also said bears do not trip. I did not know this. They don't trip like people do, okay? They said they don't hesitate at brush. If the bear decides to close distance, you're reacting to a moving wall of muscle that can be on you before your mind finished the sentence. That's a bear. So, I mean, you going somewhere like that, and bears are there. I don't know what to tell you. Get some bear spray, because damn, you can probably hold that in your hand, and just in case one run up on you, you can go ahead and spray it. Now another one is a black bear. They say usually a black bear just wants to get out, but they said usually isn't a plan. Now that bear, if you buy this bear and they have their cubs, or if you run into one that's being fed or anything like that, it can start getting aggressive, okay? So they claim you would not have enough time to take out a weapon to defend yourself if a black bear is out for you. They said a black bear swats or bites in a split second. Okay? And they say you would end up being in like a wrestling match with claws involved. Well, the next one, you guys, is a moose. Now, moose don't got teeth. Moose do not have teeth, you guys. Let me see. I don't know. They said moose don't need teeth to ruin you. They have size, reach, and a nasty habit of not backing down when they are, mad. So if you crowd a moose, or it's a rutting bull or a cow with a calf, they say it can go from standing there to charging like it's personal. And they say you can get ran over before your hand finds your grip on your weapon. Now, they said the problem is how they fight. It's not a bite and let go thing. The moose stomps, it strikes, and crushing weight. They said if a moose pushes you down, you immediately focus on protecting your head and getting out from under it. Okay? And they said that's not a draw, you know what? SHOT moment for most people. That's a stay alive for 5 more seconds moment. The next one is a wild boar. And those look like somewhat like a hog or something. Now, these boars, these wild boars, they are low, fast, and built like a battering ram. Let's see. So they said what makes these things so dangerous is that a big boar's tusk can open you up fast. And you don't always feel it right away because adrenaline is loud. Hey. Then the next one is that mountain lion. And that's the one that I used to look out for because, when you go hiking, you may see a mountain lion. And I used to always say, they tell us not to carry no GUN on a hiking trail, but damn, what you gonna do? If something come after you, then you basically got to have it in your hand with everything ready because that mountain lion, what they do is watch you from a distance. You say you have black bears there, they're docile unless you corner the cubs. They sure are big shit. I have never seen a bear here, but we do have a bear. And actually, I have never seen a mountain lion either here. Not out in the wild. Now, let me tell you something. A mountain lion is not going to run in like a bear. If a lion commits, it's often from a spot you didn't know it was in. That's what I'm telling you. They be watching you from far away, just like regular cats. And how my cats just comes in this room, I don't know the cat here, or just go in another room, I don't know where that cat is at. It's the same way mountain lions do, okay? They have a quiet approach, close distance, and then contact. They say if you are already getting hit, your hands aren't calmly reaching for a GUN. They're trying to protect your head. They're trying to protect their head and neck, okay? Now, they said the other ugly truth is that cats grab high. They go for control, neck, shoulders, heads. That means your balance disappears immediately. The next one is a wolf pack. So usually they say you don't see one, and I can attest to that because I've seen some here one day. I didn't know what those things were. I thought it was just a dog. I thought it was a dog. I pulled over there to see it closer, and I shined my headlights. And when I did that, it was like 10 or 20 of them popped up out the damn, the mountains, the wooded area. And I was like, wow. And they weren't even scared. Because usually, like when you do that at coyotes, they run. Them daggone things just stood there looking. They were everywhere. Now, if I would have been stupid, I would have got outside my car thinking it was just a regular dog or something. Now, let's see here. They said wolves are dangerous because they don't fight like a solo animal. They use numbers, angles, and pressure. Even if they never fully commit, the closing in feeling is what makes people freeze up. If you think that's bad, it's not a movie duel. It's a fast, confusing, close range mess. And your GUN may not be the first thing you can safely bring into play. Okay? Then the next one is a bison. Now, they said these things are heavy, explosive, and strong enough to do damage without even trying hard. They said once the bison is moving, you are not outdrawing anything. You're trying to get out of the path. And if you get clipped, you're going down hard. When something weighs that much, it doesn't need teeth to maul you. It just needs contact. And your GUN is irrelevant if you don't have a second to get it into your hand. Dang. Then they got the Cape Buffalo. They say these things are not skittish. And they can go from standing there to coming to you with intent. They said these buffaloes do not care about anything. Okay. So they say you're not going to have enough time to grab a G because you're going to be too busy running from this day one animal. Okay. The Cape buffalo. The next one is a hippo. So we already know hippos do not be playing around. If you get in this space or whatever the case is, it can hurt you. So hippos have crushing, biting. Hold on. So the hippos are dangerous because they can crush you, they can bite you, and they can knock you down. And so they're doing all that. You're not even, as soon as you see this damn thing coming toward you, you're not going to be thinking about a G. You're going to be trying to get the crap up out of there. All right? Point blank. Anyway, the next one is the Nile crocodile. And I can imagine these things right here. So let's see what's going on. So they don't make any noises. They just sneak up on you, okay? They just sneak right up on you. So let's see here. They said a croc will grab and drag, and the fight becomes a tour war, and you're losing. They say even if you are armed, it is hard to use anything effectively when you're being pulled. And don't forget, or twisted or submerged into water. Don't forget, these little things move around. These big things move around very silently. And so if you don't be checking out stuff and watching, it can easily get you. You know what I'm saying? The next one is the alligators. Now they did say they're not crocodiles, but a big gator can still hit you before you're ready if you are too close to the edge. So they don't just sit there, they be marking the prey they're going to get when you see them there. So you got to keep your distance from them and everything. And then they got the African elephant. Now, if the elephant decides that you are a threat, or if you're over there by their babies, that's when they can become aggressive. And they said that these animals can be very quiet, okay, until they're almost up on you. Okay, so that's what they do, elephants. I never knew that elephants was really dangerous. I thought they was always, not, docile animals. That's tripped out. And the next one, y'all should know what this is. It's a leopard. Okay, and they got the jaguar. They got to say that right up here too. And that's just common sense. These are cats. Okay, these cats are going to be hiding, watching you from a distance. Next thing you know, they're up on you. So you won't even know they're coming, okay? And so with that being said, if you don't know they're coming, you're not going to know to grab your GUN. Like I said before, the only way you can probably do something to defend yourself in my mind, if you already have it out and you're just basically been watching every day on area where you're going, just in case, and looking far because the mountain lion may be far back. You know what I'm saying? Sitting up on top of something and you can't see it. And they can blend in with stuff really well too. All right. And that's the jag or the mountain lion, those cats. The next one is a cassowary. It's a little bird. It looks almost like a parakeet, not a parakeet. What you call those things? Jermaine, what you call that thing that you don't like? What you call it? I forgot what you call it because I'm getting tired. Anyway, that's what it looks like to me. And they said these things are territorial. They fast, and their claws are not no joke. If you crowd one, or you surprise one, or get between it and where it wants to go, it can attack hard and fast. And a lot of people underestimate this creature and they end up getting themselves in serious troubles. Now, they say what makes them dangerous is in fact how they fight. So, you're trying to stop them and stuff. You're not going to be thinking about grabbing peacock. You're not going to be thinking about grabbing a GUN. Okay, you're going to be trying to get the crap up out of there. And probably you're going to be trying to fight this bird back. They say you need to create distance, just like you do with all these other animals. Then I think I turned on the wild boar with his or her piglets. Again, if they don't look like they would do anything, but they will, okay? And before you can get your GUN, it's going to be over. So let's see. They said that, you're going to be so scared when they start all that running towards you and stuff. You're not going to be thinking about getting your GUN because you're going to be too busy trying to get up out of there. And everything they do, it takes seconds to do it. So you got to be real quick and be not panicking and everything if you want to, get your GUN and prevent being mauled. All right. So that's all of those right there. And I hope you guys listen to all these, everything that I was telling you guys about these animals. So you won't make a mistake thinking some of these animals are harmless when in reality, they're not. Especially if you corner one or you buy their babies or you're messing with them or they're just, don't know what you're up to. Okay? So let's go ahead and take this off. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks to Jermaine for being here. And thanks to everybody, the Bushes, everybody who watches this interview. Y'all make sure y'all thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let's see. And hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. And if you want to show additional support, you can do a super sticker, super chat, cash up donation, $1 Shades to you, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. All right? So you guys have a blessed night and happy and blessed Thursday. And I will see y'all tomorrow with another Night Out Live. Let me take all this thing on you guys. And sweet dreams to y'all too. Let me put this back up here. All right, that's it right there. All right, y'all. Good night and sweet dreams. We're about to be out of here. Excuse my bloopers tonight. Halfway sleepy. You said useless animal. Talking about the peacock. Okay, Jermaine. Whatever you say. Good night, y'all.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Woo! Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section. She call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right here, late night with Shay.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. news, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. Shay's tool. She back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tool. Press replay. Now you thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tool. Press replay. And you thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jermaine. And y'all have a good night. Sweet dreams. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.